Francesca.
Welcome to Lighthouse of Central Florida. This program teaches individuals that are visually impaired independent skills like living on their own. To have a healthy life, it is imperative to learn the importance of nutrition and exercising. Today we will be focusing on Action Camp. Let's get into some action.
First, let's introduce our campers.
Emmeline.
Hello, my name is Emmeline, and I've been with the Lighthouse program for about 2 months now.
My name is Jasmine, and I have been in the Lighthouse program for 3 years.
Chris.
Hello, my name is Chris Liss. I am with the Lighthouse program since at least from 4th grade to skipping middle school to my last years of high school.
Then move on to the leader of this camp, Michaela Ryder.
Michaela.
Hi, my name is Michaela. I am a vision rehabilitation instructor at Lighthouse Central Florida, and this year I am leading Action Camp.
Francesca.
Join me as we take a deep dive into exploring the ins and outs of Action Camp.
I have a few questions for you, Michaela, so our viewers have a better understanding of Action Camp. First, Michaela, what is this camp all about?
Michaela.
Action Camp was about teaching all of you and the students of Lighthouse about living a healthy and active lifestyle and why it's important to be healthy and be active. We're also learning about different sports played by blind and visually impaired athletes to show everyone the things that you would be able to do if you wanted to get into sports or something like that. We are also learning about jobs in healthcare and the different career paths to those jobs.
What is the end goal of this camp?
Michaela.
The end goal is to make sure everyone has a good understanding of why it's important to live a healthy and active lifestyle, whether that's being able to exercise for 30 minutes a day or to eat healthier. We learned about making personal goals for ourselves and setting those goals and how to achieve them. And we're also learning about the different careers, and maybe that's something that might interest one of the students in the camp. I would be happy if everyone learned at least something about just living a healthier lifestyle and being active, because that is really important to living out your life.
Finally, how does this camp connect to the Lighthouse mission?
Michaela.
The Lighthouse mission is charting a course to living, learning, and earning through vision loss, and I believe that living a healthy and active lifestyle is essential to living out your life to the fullest potential.
Now we have an understanding of what Action Camp is. Michaela, what are the campers doing today?
Today, we always start out with our stretching and exercising routine, and that's something we've been building upon every day in Action Camp to make sure that we're learning why it's important to stretch and warm up before you exercise. Today, we also have one of our students, Emmeline, teaching us a Taekwondo class, and she's been giving us introductory lessons to Taekwondo and teaching us the different basics and important skills to learn in martial arts. We also have a guest speaker who is an occupational therapist, so we're learning about occupational therapy, a little bit about the profession and what she does and how she got to her career as an occupational therapist.
Doesn't have any friends. Just a person, yeah. And they're all alone. So everyone knows that the right thing to do is just to go up to them and say, hi, right? But just the fact that you know that, does that mean that you're being respectful to them? No, unless you do it. So, respect. Here, repeat after me. Respect.
Respect
Is not what you know,
is not what you know,
it's what you do.
it's what you do.
Good. Okay. Set. Okay. And set. Middle stance. So now when you do it, I want you to say, yes, I can. So, yes, I can. And yes, I can. Ready? Go. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I Okay. And set.
Patient on telehealth. That's the new COVID thing. It's seeing people on Zoom like this, but for therapy. So,
Have you found like your practice to be a lot different now since COVID, or is it changed?
yeah, so I'm seeing about, it was like 75%, but now I'm seeing about 50% on a platform kind of like, it's just like Zoom, right? So we can share screens. It's really hard to, you know how to work things out, but now you have to explain for a parent how to stretch somebody or how to get someone to you want them to be in. And you all probably know this. You are always better behaved for someone else than you are for your parents. So you have a lot more tantrums now because it's hard. It's really hard to be therapist and, you know, the parent when you're not trained in that. It's your own thing. So it's definitely different. And there's also just, you have to work on different things because you're not in person. In the clinic, I use a lot of swings and slides and scooters and bikes. I do a lot of obstacle courses with tunnels and climbing walls, crash pads, all kinds of really, really things. But you know, parents don't have that at home, so you have to get creative for sure.
Are you required to take 2 or 4 years of college?
Yeah, so if you want to be an occupational therapist, you have to have the 4 years of college. That's a bachelor's degree. If you want to be an OT assistant, you need a high school diploma, and then the degree itself is a 2-year associate's degree.
Oh,
Good. That's really nice to hear. So the cool thing about OT is I'm going to tell you so much, and what you're going to hear the whole way through is we do work on a lot. We can work on a little bit of everything. A lot of times we do focus on fine motor skills, so that's things with your hand, but it's not all we do. And one of the big tenets of OT is that we want to do things that are meaningful to you in your life and are fun. So, you know, maybe sometimes you're going to just work out, but usually we're going to do it in a really functional and fun way. So OT is, like I said, pretty complex profession to explain just because we do so much. We have a really broad range of practice. We practice in a lot of settings. We practice with people all the way from birth, so literally infants right in the neonatal intensive care units and NICUs, all the way to people at the end of their life, or older people. So we work with a lot of people, and we work in a lot of different settings, doing a lot of things. So it's kind of funny, a lot of people don't know what we do. I think sometimes even as OTs, we don't know how to explain our profession, at least not quickly, because it's just so much to talk about. But in sort of the simplest terms, OT is basically a profession that helps people across that whole lifespan, so all ages, and help you do the things that you want to do and the things that you need to do. But we use everyday activities, we call them occupations because they occupy your time. We use those occupations to get you back to doing what you want and need to do. So when you hear occupational therapy, don't think occupation as in job necessarily, but we do a lot of things job related, but it's more things that actually occupy your time. So we're going to use activities that occupy your time to kind of help you get back to where you need to be. Like I said, we work with full span of ages. I work with kids, but there are people that work with kind of the whole span. There are people that just work with older people that just work with kind of transition age kids. So they're kind of everywhere. We work with people that have had injuries or illnesses, maybe have disabilities or conditions, or just some kind of circumstance that for some reason they're not living the life that they could be. They're not living their life to the fullest. So we step in and we help enable them and empower them to get to where they want to be in life, kind of no matter what's going on physically or mentally, emotionally, kind of cognitively. That's how your brain's.
Francesca.
Now let's go and interview a few students and ask for their thoughts. Here are some questions for you campers. First, what is your favorite part of this camp?
Emmeline.
My favorite part of Action Camp is being able to spread my knowledge to other people and also being able to learn about different sports that people can learn when they are visually impaired.
Second, do you like staying active?
Jasmine.
Yes, I enjoy staying active because it helps with my mental health, plus also makes me more energized throughout the day.
Finally, would you suggest this camp to others?
Chris.
Yes, I would suggest this camp to others. Everyone has potential when they first arrive to Lighthouse. We can learn more and focus more on our goals, and each person has a different goal they can achieve through Lighthouse.
Francesca.
That was an amazing and fun day. I personally enjoyed the day and I've learned a lot. This is just one out of the 5 camps. Stay tuned to learn more about the summer camps and work experiences.